At NUHW's annual leadership conference, 200 elected rank-and-file leaders voted to endorse Bernie Sanders in the 2016 Democratic presidential primary. The vote was a culmination of a 3-month bottom-up democratic process. NUHW's executive board, consisting of rank-and-file members, sent questionnaires to every Republican and Democratic candidate. Union stewards reviewed the questionnaire and discussed the election at steward council meetings at each NUHW-represented facility and discussed the candidates with their constituent members. At the October 10th leadership conference, NUHW leaders from throughout the union voted 72% to endorse Bernie Sanders.
About 3 months ago, we had your e-board discuss, debate, and come up with a number of issues that they thought were important to this union and suggested things that we should base our endorsement on. And we mailed it to every Republican and every Democratic candidate. The only one we got was from Bernie Sanders.
Let me thank the National Union of Healthcare Workers for the hard work and personal sacrifice that all of you make each and every day to provide quality health care to the American people and to make our country a better place. I want to express my really strong support for the battle that your mental health clinicians are waging with Kaiser for increased staffing and a greater focus on mental health care. We need to make sure that Kaiser and every health insurance company in America takes mental health seriously and does not discriminate against patients who need urgent care. This is a national crisis, and we have got to be aggressive in addressing this. We need a movement that makes health care a right, not a privilege, for every man, woman, and child in this country, that ends the international embarrassment of the United States being the only major country on earth that does not have a universal health care system. We need a movement that makes it easier, not harder, for workers to join unions, that we will make the Employee Free Choice Act the law of the land. Brothers and sisters, you understand that the true greatness of a country is not measured by the total number of millionaires and billionaires that we have. Rather, a great nation is one in which justice, equality, and dignity for all prevailed. I look forward to working with each and every one of you to make that vision a reality. Thank you very much for what you're doing.
I feel Bernie Sanders probably epitomizes the values that working people, union members in this country have. The fact that he's been for Medicare for all for years, that he wants to help kids go to college so that they can have better lives. And I really like the fact that he's not taking contributions from billionaires and corporations.
The Republicans have been conducting a 40 and 50-year campaign against the New Deal. It's conscious, it's funded consciously, rolling it back, and we're seeing it coming to a point of fruition. It's scary to me. Supporting a candidate who can't win and could therefore be so alien to the electorate of the United States, setting up a Republican victory scares me. Now, I may sound crazy saying this, but it's a scary thought to me.
If any Democratic candidate is going to beat a Republican, they're going to have to be strong. And I would think that Hillary Clinton is a person to beat any Republican candidate out there. Bernie Sanders is, he's a socialist Democrat. He's doing good, but we are just in the beginning. We are forgetting about November, 2016. So I would think Hillary Clinton is the strongest candidate for this. Thank you.
We sent this questionnaire to everybody, but he's the only person that responded. He's the only person that knew something about us or that chose to inform himself after we solicited the information, and I think that says a lot.
As far as electability, I remember hearing the same thing about Obama, and he made it.
Yes, vote with your heart, but we had protest votes before. We ended up with George W., we ended up with Reagan, we ended up with presidents that we really did not want to have in the White House.
If we can't stand together and decide on someone that we know that can win, I say it would be Hillary, but Bernie Sanders definitely supports the unions. But the big picture is when November 4th comes, and we'll be divided. It looks like that right now.
Here we have a candidate who's open to creating a relationship with us. And I think whether or not he becomes president, this is a great opportunity for us to have an ally. So I support him.
Bernie Sanders has responded to us. He supports us. He basically went out of his way. He spent time to respond to us in a couple of ways. And I think by us endorsing him sends a message to the other candidates. Pay attention to the unions.